Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Jadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Jadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
It's locked.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood. It's locked. It's locked. Scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Mala mía, corillo, que no estaba hablando. Lo que pasa es que tenía los audífonos bien lejos de mí, pero no quería buscarlo y me tocó contar experiencia del juego. Bueno, no les voy a mentir, este juego me está dando un chin de miedo. Lo llevo jugando desde ayer. Entonces, ay, Dios, en serio. A veces cuando saque el cuchillo hacia lo loco, me asusto. Dale, fuera, 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 fuera. Uy. Ah, no, pero el otro fue paciente, el otro esperó. Pues, ajá. Entonces me están escribiendo aparte, entonces el teléfono suena y me asusto. Y ajá. Yo creo que debería ser los stream hablando desde el principio. Ay, Dios mío. No, yo acabo de salir de aquí, creo. Ay, ya me acabo de perder. Yo no acabo de salir de aquí. Ahora vengo, entro al mismo lado donde entré. Bien. F para mí. Yo tengo los nervios, no les voy a mentir, yo tengo los nervios de punta, porque son las 10 de la mañana. Y yo jugando este juego y haciendo streaming hasta ahora. Pero bueno, ¿qué se puede hacer? Por la noche más ahorita haré también otro stream con un amigo mío. Y sí, yo acabo de salir. Yo acabo de salir de aquí. Porque huevo meterme en el mismo lado donde salí. Es que no me entiendo. ¿Será, será que tengo miedo? En lo que esta cosita carga. Ay, corillo. Tú no me digas a mí que yo le di la vuelta a ese hospital y... Ajá. Pero, ¿what? Me acabo de confundir bien feo, ¿sabes? Me confundí bien feo. ¿Qué es lo que me queda más cerca? Ya te lo mandé tú. Dame un segundo. Es en serio, Roy.
Yes, Doctor?
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
Es que no sé qué hablar de la tipa esta, pues.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a bloody idiot.
Ah, mira, si aquí tenemos otro paciente, yo ni sabía.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Yo sigo
Can
descubriendo
I help at
cosas.
all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
A mí me están escribiendo aparentemente me olvida un brain. Cuando no te sale escribir en español, pues estás pendiente al stream. Subida en Londres.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor, I always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Cuando tú encuentras los emojis de risita y usas el de los gatos. Bien.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Damn. Ahora es que me van a dar cuenta que el emoji de un poquito viene a existir ahora. Bien, mamá. Eso es lo bien que estoy pensando en mi celular.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital.
And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Como ahora mismo que no te estoy esperando.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are
Se
you
me llena la
really that
cabeza, chao.
Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Desbloquéate.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Don't waste your time with me.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansey's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansey, but over time his enthusiasm has
Ay, me
become
metí pa donde no era.
displaced.
Bien, mamá.
Carelessness. Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments.
El emoji de risa no iba,
Even
pero
if
dale.
I, as any
Bien.
good practitioner should,
Bien.
express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
If you
Este
have a
tiene cara de
problem
bicho.
with me,
Este
Dr.
tiene,
Ackroyd,
tiene cara de que me lo voy a
feel free
comer.
to tell me.
Dr. Swansey has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that.
Ah, tú tienes los ojos rojos.
But I have
Cómetelo.
heard about you, Dr. Reed.
Ah, ¿verdad? Soy
Of
yo.
course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Ay, Dios mío.
You are going to change your tone with me, my dear colleague, and very quickly.
I don't think so. Perhaps you think yourself protected by
¿Escucha?
Dr. Swansey.
Yo no me dejo, tú te
But I am
yo no me
still a
dejo.
free man, and I will speak to you the way I want.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Por obligación tengo que hablar contigo, porque bendita.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansey informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have
Y
such good
este
fortune.
se ve bien feo.
Such an honor,
Yo no
sir.
tengo ni con quién hablar, pues para eso
Thank
que
you.
con los personajes.
And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your
Nombres más
work, Dr. Reed.
chinos, Dios mío, embustero. Nombre más raro que tienen esto aquí. Una gente de Londres son.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansey. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True.
Bueno, me voy a mutear.
Last summer, during the
eso.
first wave of the epidemic, I used to
ahorita.
joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, well, with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Yo estaba... no. Lo sé, Mariano, lo sé. Mariano, mira tu DM, que le escribí y me fichaste. Gracias.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me. But I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Sé que es muy temprano haciendo live, algunos de ustedes están estudiando, pero pues, ajá, quería matar el aburrimiento y como el juego es nuevo, lo bajé ayer, pues quería, tener algo nuevo, un nuevo contenido en el canal. Y pues, ajá, pero nada normal, nada así de que...
It's always a pleasure to share
de que
scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Ok, ya está. Ok, sí, la admito, me he desaparecido demasiado. Like, demasiado. Y pues...
This personal involvement can also appear to be a lack
tampoco le escribo a nadie. Estoy
You must know that a
roleando
good
y
surgeon
pues,
must remain
ajá,
neutral.
me desaparezco, entonces
That does
pues,
not excuse
ajá.
Dr.
Pero
Ackroyd's
nada
behavior,
normal.
a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I
Pero por
know
lo
is
menos
that I'm
sigo
taking
viva,
care of
de
human
milagro.
beings with desires,
Preocúpense
hopes,
cuando
and fears, not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
No, no me olvidé de ti, Marlon, yo sé que eres tú. Lo que pasa es que yo no tengo WhatsApp. Entonces, al yo no tener WhatsApp, te tengo en Messenger. Y pues no te escribo, pues como, ajá, estás enamoradito por ahí, qué sé yo.
Tell
Y
me
pues,
Mr. Fiddick's
ajá.
story.
Our first
Yo lo
diagnosis
sé,
was
yo lo sé.
compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed
No
it
me
was an
perdió,
accident,
no me
But why
perdió.
would he hide such crucial
Como
information
tú
from
tienes
us?
because he
iPhone,
is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because
tienes
of his own
iPhone,
negligence.
pues me puedes ahora llamar por FaceTime y qué sé yo, pero te tengo que pasar mi email por Messenger, por DM, pero ajá, te lo paso después, cuando termine aquí.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Sí, tal vez yo te escribo más tarde entonces. Está bien. Te puedes quedar ahí, no te estoy botando tampoco. ¿Y tú ahí? No, Marlon, es que este juego yo lo bajé ayer. Entonces, me jugué tanto que hasta me olvidé de jugar roleplay. Y estoy haciendo este juego, entonces, pues, ajá, entonces, esto no tiene carro, entonces yo correr, como soy vampiro, pues no sé si no me canso tanto. Yo me creo que estoy en GTA donde spameando las X. Ay, güey, espérate, este cabrón. Tú primero que tú tienes el fuego, papá. Me vas a matar. Si una asesina de por sí se murió. Esto es cosa de Psycho. Ay, Dios mío. ¿Qué carajo es esto? Una asesina de por sí. Amo bebida. Soy tan psycho, mano. Me siento psycho, fuera de vacío. Ugh. Ah, no, vete para el carajo, de aquí llegaron todos los zombies o vampiros, lo que sea esto. Ay, hijo de puta, muérete, cabrón. Que sigan jodiendo conmigo. Conmigo no juegues, canto de pendejo. Pero cabrón, nadie te manda espera, sé paciente, uno a la vez.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
¿Qué carajo es eso? Sean pacientes, puñeta. Ay, me voy a joder aquí. No tengo tanta vida. Un golpe más y me muero. No. ¡Ah! Yo era inmortal. Se supone que yo no muera porque soy inmortal. Me dio calor. Ya me sale. Pasé muy leche. Dale a carga, que rápido, dale, que soy inmortal. Voy a pelear con esos tres otra vez. Y le voy a hacer los voy a picar en cantito y les voy a meter el cuerpo en el río. No, ya me di cuenta. Se supone que yo fuera inmortal. Ay, ahora pelea con estos mocosos otra vez. Ay, señor. Dale, ven. Guerra. 1, 2, 3. Ay, tú eres un humano. Vas a morir rápido. Tú también. Ay, maldita sea, tú con esa pistola de gocha. Te estoy sacando el corazón por la boca. Ah, no me lo puedo comer. Bueno. Sí, me puedo concentrar. Si soy muy amante a los vampiros, me puedo concentrar. Ay, yo no quiero pelear con este hijo de puta tampoco. Sigan comiendo ahí tranquilamente. Mientras... Ay, me voy a cagar en tu vida. Toma. Tukiti, 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 tukiti. Son 3 contra 1. Me irrito, me encabrono, me enferma. Dale. Tukiti. Tú moriste. Ven. Voy con uno primero, así me gusta que seas paciente, así me encanta. Mío. Sí, pero también quiero otra ropa porque este está feo. No voy a pelear con ustedes porque ustedes son unos puercos. Vengan. Ven donde mamá. Me voy a cagar en la madre de estos hijos de pu... Yo voy a parar el live, en verdad que sí, yo voy a parar esto. Lo voy a parar. Y me va a costar a dormir. ¿Escucha? Sí que yo no, di que yo soy invencible. Yo tengo sueñito. A que juega a acostar, chorro, me da sueño y me duermo. Uy, nazco así, siento que soy yo haciendo lo mismo y una y otra vez. Hecho, voy a coger por otro lado, en verdad que sí. Ah, pero qué bitch. What the fuck? Mira, motherfucker. Ah, caca, cabrón. Yeah. Cuando soy inmortales. Bien. Volví al hospital. Ah, no, no. No. Tú que tienes el fuego. Ratas, ratas. Rata. Comida. Es lo que yo como todo el día. Ratones. Es lo que yo como todo el día. Ratas. Ratas. ¿No hay más rata? ¿No? Ok. Vámonos. Es lo que yo como todo el día. No tengo ratas, no hay ratas, no hay ratas, no hay ratas, no hay ratas. Ay, y ahora, pero qué verga. ¿Cuatro qué, Mariano? Se murió este tipo, ¿sabes? Ay, ya me estoy desesperando. Ah. Ay, desesperando, qué verga. ¿Dónde está la vampira esta? Mira aquí. Esta tipa me da más miedo.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir. A giant morgue disguised as a hospital.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion make me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton?
¿Cómo
Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say.
Yo ahorita voy a hacer otro live. Voy a tumbar este ahora porque más ahorita voy a hacer otro. Lo que hago es que los veo ahorita, se me cuidan y nada, espero que ahorita estén fuera de la escuela para que estén pendientes al live y no estén en tantas cosas a la vez, ¿ok? Ya les cuidan.